when you're sitting there looking at this gym, yeah, this is the place all the fighters start at, mate. The old wood chip floor, you know what I mean? Quite, not spotless, quite dirty. Come in there, bash the bag up, put the old gloves on, mate, have a few rounds here and there, get on the weights. This is the gym, mate. This is proper, you know what I mean? It ain't all that flash machines. This is where you train, mate. This is where you sweat. These are the proper gyms, yeah? And I was looking at, as I say, we all started here, you know what I mean? And we're going to end here in the end of the day. And I looked at Brian Cottrell the other day in the gym, not out in his back garden, I think he was, on the pads and on the bag. He was a man, mate. He was a proper powerful man. Most of these big unlicensed fighters do a lot of gym work, and they also do a lot of weights to look good, big, strong men, yeah? I was, 21 stone myself, yeah, when I was fighting. Big, powerful, and I got down to about 18 stone, but it helps out when you're big and powerful. You don't move around that much, but if you get hit on the chin, mate, if you hit someone on the chin, it's all over, especially if you can bang, and I could bang, yeah. Yeah, Brian Cottrell. I like to see him when I see him on the bag and I see him on the pads. Big, powerful man. I fancy he could have bashed up Duffy easy, mate. I think he was too big, too powerful for Duffy. Even though they become mates, and there's all rumours about that Duffy beat Brian. I can't see that myself personally, but rumours are rumours. I don't think that Lenny McLean would have beat Brian Cottrell. Brian Cottrell would have been too big and too powerful for Lenny. Maybe Cliff Fields would have beat Brian Cottrell easy. Same as Johnny Waldron would have beat him easy. Good fighters, good pros. The man I feel would have beat all of them. Would have had a good fight with Cliff Fields. Would be Paul Sykes. I like Paul Sykes, mate. Even though a lot of people, didn't like him. As it happens, the way he talks, people dislike the way he talks, only. But he was a hard man, mate. Paul Sykes, been in prison most of his life, like myself. Learned his trade in prison, become a fighter. A lot of people learn their trade in prison. Look at Matt Legg. He learned his trade in prison. Prison is a place where a lot of people learn their trade to fight, to box, or mostly fighting, becoming a fighter. Boxing in prison is, you don't get a lot of boxing in prison. Mind you, when I was at the Mount prison, that used to be a gym, that used to be a place where they used to train fighters in the Mount, but that stopped before I got there. They used to have a ring there and everything. But Paul Sykes, I love Paul, mate. I love Paul Sykes. Paul Sykes was proper, mate. He was prison fighter. Could never fight in prison. Wasn't fighting no man. I liked him, respected him, mate, as that sort of person. I still found it hard to believe that he beat Roy Shaw, and he beat Roy Shaw in seconds. I can't see that because I sparred with Roy Shaw, and Roy Shaw's a hard man, mate. You see, he beat Lenny McLean in the first fight, which I've never seen. I can't find it. But when Lenny bashed up Roy Shaw, he hit Roy Shaw about 30 times before Roy Shaw actually hit the floor. I always think that was a get-up, that fight, but anyway. But you can imagine when they say that Paul Sykes beat Roy Shaw, done him in 10 seconds, I don't think so, personally. Not after seeing, not after seeing and sparring with Roy, because Roy could take a bang on the chin. He was an old man, mate, powerful, very powerful. Another man that got on in prison with the weights, become a real powerhouse, and when he come out, he 13 and a half, 14 stone, big, powerful man, Yeah, as I say, most fighters come out of these gyms, yeah? Come out of these rough gyms, not the modern ones, yeah? You know, I love good fighters, mate. I love a good fighter. I love someone who can really hold his own, yeah? Put his hands up and fight properly, you know? And as I say, Paul Sykes, that's why I like Paul Sykes, because he was one of them people, been in and out of prison most of his life, and he learnt his trade in prison, yeah? Even though he was fighting before he went in prison, but he still learnt most of his trade in prison. And prison is one of the best places to learn the trade, mate, because a lot of people that go in there can really have it, you know? Most gangsters, villains, and all them sort of things, the ex-fighters, go in prison. It's a shame. It's a shame the way the unlicensed game's gone. I wish all them people were around today, my times now. You know, I love coming training. I love training every morning. Yesterday I was talking to my son, yeah, my boy Jay, the one who had the accident, the car accident, yeah. He loves his dad, you know. He loves his dad a lot, you know, and me and him don't really see each other. It's the distance. He lives right out in the country. I live in the country. He lives up in the hills. I live down in the fields. You know what I mean? So you know, I was speaking to him, and as I say, my boy had a big car accident, nearly died. My boy could really have it, my boy Jay. He could really have a fight. He was a good kid. He wanted to be like his dad, but after that accident, you know, a lot of things happened to him, mate. You know, but my son laughs. You know, he watches his dad. He watches his dad train, and he said he laughs 24/7. He said the way I collapse in my lungs and I can't breathe. You know what I mean? I said to him, my lungs are gone, mate. My lungs are finished. I think my lungs was ruined when I got on the crack. When I was on the crack for 8 years, yeah, it ruined my lungs, and I still think that I've got holes in my lungs, yeah. I know when I went to, no one really wants to know this, you know, but I will say so. But I know when I went to the hospital once, and they said my lungs, one of my lungs got a hole in it, and there was blood, but it heals itself. I hope so, you know what I mean? Because I do find it a bit hard sometimes to get air, to breathe, especially in the gym. That's a lot of it why I come to the gym, yeah, to try and, you know, get better, you know what I mean? Try and do a few more rounds than what I did before. It might take months to do another couple of rounds, but in the end of the day, it's worth it, you know what I mean? It's worth it. I love training. There's a lot of people out here watching my video that also love training. And don't forget, if you're watching me now, do something. My mate Tony just phoned me up to have a quick chat. He trains. My mate Tony's a proper man, mate. I mean, he was a scaffolder. He was a good scaffolder. And what happened? So this guy, one of his workers was striking the building down, and the guy's got about 10 padlocks, little padlocks, and he hasn't. They're not no strings or nothing like that. He's passed him down, and they collapsed, fell, and they fell on my mate's head. You know what I mean? And you know, and it's done all his neck and his back, and he's half the man he was. But he trains every day, mate. He trains. My mate, old Tone, all right, Tone. You know, and I like to see it. Mate. I like to hear it as well. You know, when people see this video, get out and train. Do something. Even if you go for a walk, do something. Yeah. All right. Bang bang rail. Good morning. Yeah, nice one.